You should turn yourself in.
What?
Kim Wexler is back, y'all, and we officially have one of the biggest questions of Better Call Saul answered, which of course means we have new ones to agonize over, like are Jesse and Kim the duo we never knew we needed, and how in the hell is Gene gonna get out of this one?
And his name is Saul Goodman.
Our timelines are colliding, y'all. Let's get into it. I'm Anna Rumor, and this is Pop Culture Social Call. This episode, titled Waterworks, opens up in our Breaking Bad timeline. We've got Saul being Saul at his office when Francesca tells him Kim has arrived, and she's ready to sign their divorce papers.
What are you waiting for? Send her in.
But before we see Kim in this timeline, we've got to flash forward to the Gene era. Here we finally learn what she's been up to while Gene's been rising through the Cinnabon ranks. And where else? She's been in Florida. Kim's life has changed majorly since she gave up her law license and left Jimmy behind. She's got new hair, a new man, and she's working at Palm Coast Sprinklers. She's totally left behind the world of the corrupt legal exploits she had with Jimmy, well, until he calls her. Now, we saw Gene's silent side of his phone call in last week's episode, but this week we get to hear what Kim said, and it's awkward, that's being generous. Saul is not making a great case for Kim falling back in love with him, let's just say that. He brags about getting away with everything before she urges him to turn himself in. And then he reminds her she's not really one to talk about submitting to the justice system.
We're both too smart to throw our lives away for no reason.
I think you can tell Kim still has love for Jimmy if he's still in there somewhere. She tells Saul she's glad he's still alive and hangs up, only to be accosted with a very uncomfortable office birthday celebration. It's clear that a conversation with Saul had an impact on Kim, although it's not the one I expected. Kim makes her way back to Albuquerque, where she goes to Howard's house and confesses everything to his widow. And by everything, I mean everything, including his staged suicide. Kim also gave her confession at the courthouse, but with no physical evidence, it's unlikely any of this will actually stick. It's a shocking move, but Kim is finally free of all the guilt that's haunted her for years, and this moment alone is totally worth an Emmy. Back in the Breaking Bad timeline, Kim is in Saul's office, and we learn she didn't take her share of the Sandpiper payout. But it's leaving the office we get a truly surreal and unexpectedly fun pairing. Kim and Jesse, who recognizes her for getting one of his friends off in court.
This guy, any good?
When I knew him, he was.
Back to the Gene timeline, we're at full moral depravity as Gene continues his robbery of the cancer patient he met last episode. And after a close call inside the house, Jeff manages to have the closest call possible with police and lands in jail. Gene promises to bail him out, but I don't know, I think the jig is up. Yep, that's right, Marion has figured out who he really is after seeing some old Saul Goodman commercials, and she's calling out his con. Now, there have been a lot of low points for our boy Saul, but this moment where he seems like he's going to strangle Marion with a telephone cord is one of the lowest. Well, that is until...
He's a wanted man, and his name is Saul Goodman.
All right, Miriam, I'm calling the police.
Is this the beginning of the end for our boy? I really don't see how it ends well for him at this point, and my hopes of a Kim and Jimmy reconciliation are pretty much out the window. But I don't know, what do you think? Let me know in the comments, and like and subscribe while you're there. Then head over to popculture.com for the latest in entertainment news. Until next time, I'm Anna Rumor, and this is Pop Culture Social Call.